Now let's talk about how cheap becomes the most expensive word in English language. You see this title is not clickbait. I just left a compound in Gwarimpa and the atmosphere there was like a graveyard. A beautiful 5-bedroom duplex, but the owner was sitting outside on a plastic chair sweating, listening to his neighbor's generators humming. This man spent 7 million, not 5, but 7 million. He followed all the rules he thought he knew. He went for the big brand. He had a professional company he found on Instagram with plenty followers. And he bought the biggest battery bank I've seen in that residential area. But today he's using a rechargeable fan to sleep. What is the reason? Because he fell for cheap premium trap. And if you are planning your system right now, you need to listen closely. Because his mistake started with a single signature on a discounted invoice. Before I gist you how the fire actually started, let's look out for these takeaways. These are red flags that most families ignore. Number 1, the refurbished shell game. While brand new batteries might actually be 4-year-old cells in a shiny new plastic case. Number 2, how having an earthen rod is the ground and it doesn't mean your system is actually protected. And number 3, yes, why the most expensive inverters are the most fragile when you skip the boring protective gears. So here is the story. This family wanted to go 100% off grid. They were tired of the up NEPA game. They got 3 quotes. 2 were around 9.5 million and the third was 7.2 million. The salesman told them, "Oga, those other guys are just overcharging you because of their office rent." It's in Gwarimpa now, so office rents are high. So we use the same tier 1 furnace, same German technology about the inverters, but we give you a discount because you have a family. That is what those people are telling him. They felt smart. They felt they've won. They used 2 million. But here is the thing about solar market in Nigeria. Quality has a floor price. If 5 reputable companies says a system costs, for example, $10, and one guy say he can do it for 6, he is not a magician. He's a magician who is making all your money disappear. First, the batteries. They look like premium lithium, heavy, sleek, digital screens, but inside they are B-grade cells, rejected from an electric car factories in China. They were scrubbed, rewrapped, and sold as grade A. For the first 6 months, they worked like a charm. But the moment the heat of the dry season hits, the internal resistance spiked, and the brain of the battery, the BMS, was a cheap 5,000 monitoring board managing a 3 million battery bank. It's like putting a bicycle brake on a trailer. It couldn't stop the cells from overcharging. But even if you felt like your system are dropping faster than they used to, or you are scared of getting scammed of these big grade sellers, hit that like button. We need to alert the community that shiny does not mean new. Then came the night storm. Abuja rain does not just fall, wages war. This family had a lightning arrest on the roof. They saw the installer drive a rod into the ground. They felt safe, but the installer used the cable that was too thin and didn't actually burn the system to the main earth. This was a cosmetic installation. When a surge hit a nearby pole, it didn't just go around. It looked for the easiest path. It traveled through AC lines, bypassed the cheap surge protectors that were there just for show, and went straight into your German technology inverter. The inverter tried to protect itself, but it was like trying to stop a flood with a tissue paper. Boah! You hear that sound? It sounds like a gunshot went off during a laundry room. The smell of burning silicone and plastic filled the house. In 5 seconds, 7 million of equipment turned into 20,000 scrap metal of pipe. When they called the Instagram company, the number was not reachable. They visited the office. It was a virtual space. The warranty, it was not worth what it was printed on paper. I want to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever gone for the cheaper option and lived to regret it? Or maybe you found a genuine bargain that worked. Share your story, because someone reading this is about to sign a contract that is too good to be true about a system. Now, the tragedy isn't just the money, it's the heartbreak. A man's wife looked at me and said, "We could have gotten a car with that money, and now we have a car's worth of junk hanging on the wall." They fell for the cheap premium lie. They thought they were buying a system, but they're actually buying a headache. They ignored the boring stuff, the thick cables, genuine surge arrestors, independent inspection. Because they wanted to save few million, now they are going to spend another 4 million just to fix the mess. If you don't want to be like that family, remember these 3 takeaways just now. The refurbished shell game. Cheap batteries are usually old batteries. Fake protection is worse than no protection at all. The surge that bypassed the brain. Your inverter is only as strong as the surge protection. Don't be the person sitting on the plastic chair